Love unseen beneath the clear night sky. Yeah, that might be a little bit of a mouthful in terms of the title, but honestly, after 2 episodes of this anime, it might genuinely be not only the most adorable anime that I've really watched in a while, but might genuinely be one of my favorite romance animes, especially in the first 2 episodes. Now, obviously, I can't give it the title of my favorite or top 3 or top 5 when we're only 2 episodes deep, but holy, this episode 2 of this anime, I know I'm a little late, but this episode was a banger. It was absolutely adorable. It had hit every single note for me, and it made me feel like I wanted to see the two of them get together ASAP. And it just made me feel like the two of them were really good together, but also that Fuyutsuki might just be what Saruno needs to just be a better person, to love life more, and so much more, because we started seeing some very interesting things in episode 2 that I want to talk about. Now, for starters, in the beginning of episode 2, we actually begin with a pretty straightforward thing where essentially Saruno grabs the cane for Fuyutsuki. And we'll talk about this a little bit later, but this moment was really good because it felt like, okay, now he's not questioning himself. Now he's not thinking, oh, should I try and let someone else do it? Or should I just act like I didn't see it, right? He's not questioning or making these weird, very weird judgments. He picked it up. He was a good person. And he gave it to her, right? Like, that is number one. For me, when I saw it last episode, that frustrated me a little bit. Because I'm like, why are you even questioning yourself? It doesn't take much to be a nice person. And maybe that's him overthinking. Or I really do know that it's him overthinking and, all that stuff. He is that type of person. And we see that literally in the next scene, that he is a massive overthinker. But yeah, he does the right thing, gives her her cane back, and they both walk out. They have a little bit of a conversation, and she's all smiley and happy. They leave, and they go and sit down together and talk. Now, there's one thing that really, really intrigues me with Saruno, is that he's very, very, very into the idea that he doesn't want to hurt anyone's feelings. He doesn't want to make people feel bad. He doesn't want to say the wrong thing. He's questioning himself at every turn. And that happens when he's like, well, should I bring up the fact that, oh, can you hear better since you can't see, blah, blah, blah. And then, Fuyutsuki, her friend, ends up just saying that flat out. And it's not rude. It's just a genuine question. And Fuyutsuki does not get mad about this, like, at all. And it makes Saruno seem like, okay, yeah, you're kind of stupid because, like, dude, like, you're overthinking it. Stop overthinking things. Now, this does lead him to try to, like, sneak away while they're talking. But eventually he is forced into walking with them to basically go test a piano, right? To go test the piano out. But luckily enough, the friend of Fuyutsuki ends up having to leave. W Wing Woman, I know she didn't mean to do this because she got a call or whatever, but still, W Wing Woman, because this leads to them walking together and going to the piano. And this is one of the, like, 3 absolutely peak and adorable scenes in this episode. Like, don't get me wrong, this scene was legitimately one of my favorites in this episode, but there are other adorable scenes too that, I can't even get over it, how adorable and how awesome those scenes were as well, and we'll talk about those in a second. But the piano one was just as good, if not better, than the rest of them, because the piano one, you listen to Fuyutsuki essentially play a song, right? I don't remember the exact title of it. I probably could look back at it, but it's not really matter. It doesn't really matter, but essentially, she plays the song, and she plays it to perfection. It sounds great. It sounds amazing. And she even talks about that she knows the song. Like, there's songs that she knows from when she could see. And she plays it beautifully. Now, Saruno is listening to this, and this is when he's able to connect with her even more. And the reason why I say that is because he closes his eyes, and the music brings him to a time on the beach, right? The water washing your feet, washing through your feet, the sand beneath your toes. he has this moment where he closes his eyes and he's able to imagine this. And it's almost like he stepped into her world for the first time. And I thought that was a really good piece involving this part, this specific part of the romance anime episode 2, because it felt like, okay, now you're seeing it from her perspective, right? You're able to absorb, you're able to feel what's going on around you, right? And you don't have to see to let that emotions take over, to have those emotions take over. Now, with that said, they do have a funny moment where he tries to guess essentially what she was playing. He has no idea. Like, he doesn't know. He's kind of just guessing. He's like, oh, it's this. Oh, it's Beethoven. It's this. And she's kind of laughing, and she's like, you're so freaking funny, Sarno. Like, you're hilarious. And I'm like, bro, you're in. Like, you're a winner, bro. You are a winner 10 times out of 10 right now. And obviously, that whole moment happened. She explains what it was, and he even admits, like, yeah, I would have never, yeah, I'm never guessing that. And it's obvious that he's enjoying himself, and then he's like, she's like, well, do you mind if I play another one? He's like, yeah, of course, like, go ahead. Like, I would love to hear you play another one. And that also was really, really cool. Like, just that little moment, and it's like, he went from, I don't really want to be here, to, wow, like, I am stunned. I am absolutely stunned. I'm absolutely brought back by what she can do and how she can do it. This does lead us to their little moment where they're like crossing the street, or they leave, they go across the street, or they're about to cross the street, and he kind of tells her, like, yeah, you can like text me whenever, like, if you want to text me, you know, if you want to do something, whatever. And she's getting this green light made her so happy. She was like, oh, awesome, I'm so glad you said that, because I'm definitely gonna text you. And honestly, I really like that, because it kind of shows that even Fuyutsuki, as happy as she is, as grateful as she is, there's moments where she questions herself too, right? There's moments where she's like, does he really want to hang out with me? Should I text him? Whatever. Like, there's moments where she's questioning it, but this was a happy moment for her. She's like, oh my God, I can't wait. Like, I want to text him. And she does eventually text him, but there is something that happens in between there, which I want to definitely talk about, is because briefly we have a classroom scene, and they're basically talking about this, like, connection, right? Like, this connection between people, and there are various results of a connection, of basically the way your feelings will react. And this is actually something I learned in school as well, back, like, I don't even think it was in high school. I believe it was like middle school that I learned about this. Funny enough, but it wasn't as detailed as obviously they were probably setting it out to be. But essentially, there are like two different versions, right? One of close relation, like you're around the person a lot, so you're gonna get a reaction based on, you know, being around that person quite a bit. Or there's also the other one where you're basically complicating fear for arousal, or for feelings that are like towards that one person. And that's something that he thinks about quite a bit. He's thinking about this, and he immediately thinks about his best friend, but also you can tell he's also thinking about the relationship he has with Fuyutsuki. And we see this pretty quick, because when he gets that text message to essentially meet her at the boat, he goes over towards the boat, runs over as fast as possible, and when she sees him, or, well, I take that back, when she hears him, my apologies, when she hears him, she immediately is like, oh my, sorry, no, like, oh, it's so good to see you, blah, blah, or so good to hear you, I guess, technically, but you know what I mean. It was like, there was a moment where Sarano's like, wow, my heart just freaking skipped a beat, because she was genuinely excited to see him. Like, she was really, really excited to see him. And I love that. Like, that's perfect. I love that moment, because it really shows that she cares a lot. Right? She wants to be around him. She wants to see him. And she wants to, like, you know, be friends with him and stuff like that. Now, with that said, they both eventually head on the boat. There's a little, like, tumble scene where, like, she kind of trips and stuff like that. And she kind of stands at the front of the boat. Gets the feeling of, like, the wind and stuff like that. And she asks him, like, can you describe, you know, the scenery to me? Funny enough, he looks on his phone. So I would assume that he looked up basically the kind of itinerary. I don't know how you would say that exactly, like itinerary kind of thing that would be like the history of the boat, or like kind of like if somebody was giving you a tour. That's the best part way for me to put it. If someone's giving you a tour, this is how they would say it, right? So he kind of looked it up on his phone. It's funny enough because like he didn't explain it himself, but he kind of explained it through that, talked about it and said like, oh yeah, this it looks like this. If you look over here, there's the oceans over there. If you look over here, the trees are blowing in the wind, right? And this moment was pretty cool because you can tell she's absorbing it all in, right? She's trying to get that mental image to see it all unfold in front of her. And then eventually you get a point where she wants to do the Titanic. She's like, let's do the Titanic. Like, I want to do this. Obviously, Sarno is a nervous freaking wreck when she says this, because we all know how the Titanic looks and how you basically do the Titanic. Now, with that said, he does kind of try to make a joke about it and be like, oh, how about I play Rose and you play Jack? And she's all for it. She's like laughing about it. She's all for it. But then eventually he kind of shuts it down. He's like, I don't really want to do it, whatever. And she's like, all right, whatever. And then she kind of goes to back up. She falls and he grabs her, right? But like kind of grabs her a little higher, like where the armpits are, but probably a little bit in towards the more inappropriate area. Not on purpose, of course. Like he was just trying to catch her. And she kind of squeals and like, oh snap, like, because obviously she's embarrassed. Like she's gonna be embarrassed. But they were basically doing the pose, like almost at the pose, which I thought that was cute. I was like, yeah, we didn't get the pose specifically, but we got a moment where we almost got to the pose, right? We almost got to the Titanic pose. And yeah, so that whole moment, and she even admits, she's like, yeah, maybe if I didn't squeal, we actually could have done the Titanic pose. And they kind of laugh it off, and you know, it's a good time between the two of them. And it's pretty obvious that the two of them get along pretty damn well. And eventually he has like a weird dream where he sees his best friend as Rose, which that's a whole nother thing. I'm not even going to get into that, but that was a funny little moment. But then it leads him to take a walk, and he starts taking the walk towards just like down the street, and he sees her. And honestly, it kind of works out perfectly because he talks to her, helps her with the umbrella. And one little tidbit, if you guys didn't notice this, which was really funny for me, and I thought it was adorable, was he was like, yeah, I'm going the same way anyways. He was not going the same way, right? Like he was obviously not going the same way. So he stops and he makes that accommodation. He wants to be around her, and he was like, screw it. I'm not going to keep walking this way. I'm going to walk with her. And I thought that was really cute. I was like, good for you, bro. Good job. And they walk together. You know, he holds the umbrella. It's very couple, like very, very coupley. And eventually they kind of stop. They talk a little bit, and she essentially wants to call him by his first name. They end up, you know, saying, okay, like a nickname is good enough, kind of. But that's something that for him, he says like, I have a hard time. Like I can't do it, right? Like I can't do it. And it's definitely like a thing where he's embarrassed and stuff like that. So I'm not going to fault him for it, but I mean, I get it, right? I get it to a certain extent. But she obviously wants to call him by the first name or the nickname, whatever, because she's been around him for, well, she says a month, right? They've been friends for a month. So she wants to, like, you know, like really enact a little bit more with their friendship, whatever. But it's obvious that they like each other, right? It's pretty obvious that they have feelings for each other, at least to a certain extent. And it ends up leading to the two of them walking off together in the rain still. But I was like, damn, dude, this is, I mean, this might be the most adorable like anime I've seen so far. Like, especially through two episodes. I'm not joking when I say this romance anime might be the most adorable ever. Like, it might really be. And wow, she is a gem. She is a freaking gem. And I'm sure I'll be making more videos about her specifically, about their relationship, about stuff like that. But I have to say, she makes this anime 10 times more adorable than what it could be and what it should be. But overall, I freaking love it. I love it. I'm obsessed. And I can't get over the fact that it's this good. and I hate the fact that I gotta wait week by week, and I won't read the manga, not just yet. I will wait till I'm done with the anime, and then I will read the manga. But with that said, I love it. I love this. I love this anime. With that, I also know that this anime still has the full potential to break and shatter my heart. But hey, we're gonna rock with it. I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna enjoy it until I can't enjoy it anymore. But yeah, I would love to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section below. Did you guys enjoy it? Did you guys like this episode? Are you guys enjoying this anime? All that stuff. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. I mean, I said it already. It is Love Unseen Beneath the Clear Night Sky. Go watch it. Go check it out if you haven't. But yeah, I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And yeah, I hope all y'all have an amazing day. Later.